thanks for joining me today. Last Wednesday, January 13th, I received a vision, and I want to share it with you because I think it's hopeful. And this vision has to do with light. There's a scripture I want to address to get started, Matthew 4:16. The people living in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned. You know, I called this whole COVID-19 the valley of the shadow of death. I had COVID in August and September of 2020 and got to death's door. So I'm telling you, it was the valley of the shadow of death. A lot of you have had COVID. You've guarded yourself against COVID, or you've known someone who had COVID, suffered, perhaps died. So we have lived, the whole world has lived in the valley of the shadow of death. So this vision is current and into the future, really, in the next, I believe, few weeks. I was driving my car and came upon a gridlock on a 3-lane road. And up, it was a flat road, but in the distance I could see lots of emergency vehicles, lights going on. It was in the daytime, but I couldn't tell what it was. And I knew we were gridlocked. I was raised in Houston, drove on the freeways when I lived there, and I am very impatient with traffic. I'll admit that. So I was like, oh man, how long is this going to take? Couldn't find it on the radio. Rolled my window down, was asking people, what is it? Nobody knew, nobody could see. It was gridlock. So as I was looking around at what to do, there was a lane that appeared in the median going between the two opposing traffics. And our side was gridlocked, the other side was moving. But this lane was enveloped in white fluorescent light, just very bright, brighter than the daylight. And nobody was on it. So I felt an impression of, I need to get on that lane and find out what's going on. So I pulled my car over onto this lane and headed down and got up beside some of the emergency vehicles. There were wrecks on the road, there were riots, there was terrorist activity, all these events. I could go up and down this road, and as far as I can recall, only 2 people in this vision called out, hey, what are you doing? But they had no authority to stop me. They couldn't stop me. They were busy. So the significance of this word is I was able to see what was going on and report back down the line to people to let them know and see what's going on and how to pray. So what's the point of just knowing the future if you're not going to do something with it, if you're not going to share needs, if you're not going to pray? And so I believe God is going to give us supernatural light in this next season that may be troublesome. I believe it will be a lot of trouble that we're going to face, but we have God, and we don't have to get caught in the gridlock and frustrated and impatient with it. God can put you on a supernatural trek where you can report in the spirit realm what is going on. Isn't that wonderful? So again, Matthew 4:16, the people living in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned. I believe that light is coming on as Jesus. It's the power of Jesus that's going to give revelation, but I believe that light is dawning even now. Get ready. Those of you who love to hear God's voice, see dreams and visions, get ready. God has prepared a road for you, and there's a task ahead. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me today.